All right, today is Monday, the 30th. It's almost the end of the month. Oh my God. I need you to put your first and last name on your packet, please. All right, so our assignments that are due this week, we have our warm up. Our warm up is due on Friday. You have 4 days that we're going to do. We're not going to do Friday's warm up, so you can mark Friday out. Okay, so warm up is going to be due Friday. Your homework is due Friday. You have some guided practice problems on translations, which we're going to get into today. Guided practice, and that's going to be due tomorrow, Tuesday, okay? And I'll show you where to submit that. That's what you're doing during class on Tuesday. So it's not extra homework. It's something that you're going to do in class. Okay, and there is a video that I'm going to create to help you with this. It's a help video. I, I thought I had some on the end up here. How you doing? Okay, and then we have a quiz on Friday. Okay, our quiz on Friday is going to be on translations and rotations. That's what we're covering this week: translations and rotations. Any questions about the assignments that are due this week? I am creating help videos on my Canvas page. So you will have help videos on Canvas. So even if you don't understand the homework, like tonight's homework, I'm going to put up a video to help you with tonight's homework. So you need to go and watch the video if you're struggling with the homework. Any questions, comments, or concerns?
Wait, what's due tomorrow?
Don't worry about it. You'll see it again. Yes, baby. Okay. All right. Did you have a question? Oh, I'm just keeping it up here. No worries. Work at your own pace, okay? Monday, this is the agenda for what we're doing on Monday, okay? Monday, we're going to write our EQ, and I'm going to abbreviate. We're going to write EQ. We're going to do our warm up. And then we're going to do intro to this unit, and we're working on translations today. And instead of saying unit, they say clusters. So when you see the word cluster, they're talking about a unit. We're going to do intro to cluster 1, and then we're going to talk about translations, okay? At the end of the period, I'm going to tell you exactly what you're going to be doing tomorrow because I'm not going to be here tomorrow. So I'll tell you exactly what you're doing tomorrow. Yes.
Wait, we're gonna have a sub?
Hopefully. If not, I mean, the show goes on.
Okay.
I have a Canvas page that's going to have our video. So
Yeah,
with or without the sub,
because I know if we would like go to different classes.
you might have to go to different classes
Okay.
tomorrow. Yeah. Sorry, baby. So your homework tonight is going to be day 1 homework. And remember to watch the help video if you need help. Okay, if you need help, please watch the help video. Okay?
Guys, make sure you're writing down everything that she's writing on there. I'm seeing a lot of gaps in your notes. And all you have to do is copy down exactly what she's writing as she's writing it.
Okay. Any questions about the agenda today? At the end of class, I'll reiterate what you're doing tomorrow because I'm not going to be here. Okay? And you'll also have it on video. So just in case you forget, you can go back and watch the video. Okay? All right. I'm going to move on to write the essential questions. The essential questions are also on the board, but if you can't see it, I'm also going to write it here. Okay? We have 3 essential questions this week. The first essential question is, what are the different types of transformations? What are the different types of transformations? What are the different types of transformations? And to give you a hint, there are going to be 4 of them, okay? And you'll get that in the lesson. What are the different types of transformations? Number 2, and I'm going to keep it up here so you write at your own pace, okay? What is the difference between pre-image and image? Again, it's what is the difference? Okay, what's the difference between the pre-image and image? So basically, what I'm asking you to do is give me a definition for the pre-image. What is the pre-image? And then give me a definition for what the image actually is. Okay? We have one more essential question for this week, and that's to describe how to perform translations on a pre-image. Describe how to perform. And we're going to go over that today, y'all. Describe how to perform a translation.
Did they staple their own?
I hadn't stapled my second class yet. Can you do it if you don't mind? Describe how to perform a translation on the pre-image. Okay? And I'll pause to give you a chance to write, all right? After which, I want you to work on the warm-up, okay? I want you to work on the warm-up. I'm going to read the warm-up. It says, Alan made a scale drawing of his basketball goal. The basketball goal is 10 feet tall. In the scale drawing, the basketball goal is 2.5 inches. So on paper, 2.5 inches on paper is 10 feet in real life. What is the scale? What is the scale of the drawing? Does anybody know what operation? What are you thinking? Yes. Almost. Gosh, that's close. Division. You're going to use division. All right, so let's see what the scale drawing is. What is it going to be for each inch? Okay, if it is 10 feet for 2.5, let's divide to see how much it's going to be for 1. So we got 10 feet, or just let's put 10. We got divided by 2.5. Okay, so look, when I divide, this is a decimal. I'm going to move my decimal over 1 time here to make it a whole number. So that means the decimal in 10, if you don't see it, it's automatically behind the 0. You're going to move it over 1 time as well. So now what you're looking at is 25 divided by 100. How many times will 25 go into 4? Okay, 4. And that gives us what? That gives us 0. So for every, let's see here, for every 1 inch equals 4 feet. That's it there. Take out your interactive notebook. All right, the last page that we left off on was page 11. Good test taker. I want us to go back and look at page 6, the intro to this unit. Page 6, the intro to this unit. The name of this unit is at the top, Cluster 1. Remember I said Cluster 1 and unit, they mean the same thing. The name of this cluster is called Reasoning About Similarity and Transformations. These are some of the essential questions. These are some of the questions. Sit up, guys. These are some of the questions that you should be able to answer. And I'm going to add a few that you should be able to answer at the end of the unit. These are some common vocabulary words that I'm going to be using with you during this lesson. So we'll learn a lot of vocabulary words. These are the most important ones, okay? Really, they're all of them. All right, so let's go to a new sheet of paper. We're going to put page 12. This is Q1. Don't skip any pages. Just go directly to the back side, right on the back side of pages, because you're going to need all of these pages, okay? We got the whole year. You're not going to have to go to another notebook if you use the back side and the front side of each page, okay? You want everything to be in the same notebook. We may not use all the pages, but we might. You never know, okay? So we got page, what did I say that was? Page 12? Was it 12? Yep, you're right. Page 12. Okay, page 12. We're going to do intro to transformations. We're going to do introduction to transformations. All right, don't paste anything down yet. All right, intro to transformations. What do you think transformation means? What do you think transformation means? Okay, good. Going from one thing or changing from one thing to the other. That's an amazing way to describe transformations. I love it. Okay, so your transformations are how objects move on a coordinate plane. Okay, so that's what we're going to write. Transformations. Transformations. A transformation or transformations are how objects move, or how objects move on a coordinate plane. How objects move on a coordinate plane. That's why it was super important last week that we understood how to graph ordered pairs, because that we're going to be doing a whole lot of that through this unit, okay? They're how objects move on a coordinate plane. Let me know if I move too fast for you or if you don't understand something, okay? Some of you might try to give yourself a chance to process, but as I'm moving through and you still don't get it, please tell me you don't get it, okay? All right, there are 4 types of transformation. 4 types of transformations. 4 ways in which objects move on a coordinate plane. These are the 4 we're going to learn in this course. The first one that we're going to do today is translation. Translation. Translation is to slide. Okay, it means to slide. Either you're going to go left, right, up, down. But translation is to slide. Keep it simple, okay? So when you read over your notes tonight, you have something simple to read. And what I like to call it toilet time. Because you can take your notes to your toilet, sit down, just a quiet place. While you're inputting information, you're exporting information, right? Garbage. So you sit during your toilet time and you input this information and release all the garbage. Oh. The second type of transformation that we're going to talk about is reflection. That's when you flip. Sit up, baby. That's when you flip an object. So you're going to flip it over either the x-axis or the y-axis in this course. In other courses, they may give you a different line of reflection. But in this course, we're only going to either be flipping it over the x-axis or flipping it over the x or y-axis. To flip, and again, in this course, we're either going to flip it over the x-axis or y-axis. Those are the 2 lines of reflections that we're going to use in this course. In other courses, you will use other lines. Everybody okay so far? We good? We good. Okay. Number 3. The third is rotation. Rotation. Rotation is to turn the object on the coordinate plane. You're either going to turn it to the right clockwise or to the left counterclockwise. So rotation, in short, is to turn an object or shape on the coordinate plane. So you're going to turn it. That's what to rotate something means. Either we're going to do it clockwise or counterclockwise, but that means to turn it, to turn that object. So we got to slide, to flip, to turn. The 4th transformation that we're going to learn in this course is dilation. Your pupils might dilate, of course, when it's dark, you don't need as much light for your eyes. So it's going to be small. And then it just, So we got dilation is to get bigger or smaller. Or I probably said it the wrong way, didn't I? That's why don't ask me no science question, y'all. Dilation is to get bigger or smaller. Sometimes they'll use enlargement and reduction. Means the same thing. Enlargement means it gets bigger. Reduction means it gets smaller. So sometimes they'll use enlargement or reduction. And it gets bigger or smaller by a scale factor. And you'll learn about that later, but I'm just going to keep it short to get bigger or smaller. Because it's easier to learn that definition than all the other stuff that comes after it. So we're going to start here first, basic. Translation to slide, reflection to flip, rotation to turn, dilation to get bigger or smaller. Any questions? All right, so we're gonna fill this out, and then we're gonna paste this on this page. But I'm gonna give you a minute. I want you to take. Let me put an arrow out here. I want you to label all of these parts. Okay, we did this in the warm up last week. So I want to see if you can label these parts. I'm gonna give you a minute, and then I'm gonna go over it. Okay. Okay, so let's look at this. Okay, so the origin is here. That's where the x and the y-axis meet at 0. Okay. Your y-axis is here. This is your up and down or your vertical number line. Y-axis. Okay. X-axis is here. This is your horizontal number line. Okay. Your quadrants. Your first quadrant is here. This is where all of both your x coordinate and your y coordinate are positive. This is your second quadrant where your x coordinate is negative and your y coordinate is positive. Okay. This is your third quadrant where your x and your y are both negative. X and y coordinates both negative. And this is your fourth quadrant where your x coordinate is positive and your y coordinate is negative. Okay, so we got that out the way. Ordered pair, I already did. This is what my ordered pairs look like. X coordinate, I already labeled. X coordinate is first, y coordinate is second. Horizontal. This is your horizontal number line. This is your horizontal number line. This is your vertical number line. We didn't label that last week. Okay? And I'll pause for the call. All right, so let's fold it and paste this down. Fold this and paste it down here. So we don't waste paper, okay? There's no reason to use a whole nother piece of paper for this. Okay. Yes, baby. There's an extra glue. Did you not have an extra glue on your desk? I think you did. Did you have an extra glue, DJ, on your? Yeah, did you have an extra glue? Somebody had an extra glue in theirs. Could you please look to see if there's a glue? Can you give it to her? You have an extra glue. Do you have an extra one? Guys, back here. Can you come get this glue, babe? You can kind of toss it a little bit. Yes. Just use the glue because I don't have any more. All I have is what I bought to put in these. So you're going to have to use what's around you, okay? I take donations. So anybody want to donate glue to our classroom, you can. All right. Let's go to page 13. Q1. PG or page 13. This is only on translations, okay? And remember, translation is to slide. To slide. Okay? And we're going to do short, simple notes. And we're going to move on with our life, right? We're going to do short, simple notes, okay? Pass this back. Pass that back. 3. Count to see if that's 3, babe. If it's extra, just raise your hand and I'll give you. They kind of stuck together, so just take one and pass it back. Take one and pass it back. I'm just saying, I'm struggling to have a pencil. All right, so look at this. Yes. 2 more?
Can we get one more?
Who needs to do more? Because I've got 2 more from this row.
Over here. Can you pass that over? Okay, raise your hand if you still need one. Did you get one? Okay. All right. So here we go. Translation is to slide an object. When you slide an object, you're either going to slide it across the x-axis from left to right. So x-axis, your move is from left to right. You either do left or right. Okay, that's about the x-axis. Y-axis, if you're moving about the y-axis, is up or down. Okay, so x-axis, you're moving it left to right. Y-axis, up, down. So again, left, right, or up, down. That's how you're gonna move these points or this object. And I'm getting ready to show you how to do that. Don't worry, if you don't get it the first time, that's okay. We still gonna work on it, okay? All right, let's look at this. Put this paper in front of you. We're gonna paste this down. When we're finished, we're gonna paste this down. Put this in front of you. Okay. We're gonna make it simple. The object before the move is your pre-image. So down here at the bottom, pre-image, the object before the move. Okay. 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 All right. So I said more, but before the move. Sorry, y'all. So an example, if I have a triangle and these are my points, this is point A, B, C. I don't have any tick marks on these. So I know this is going to be my pre-image because there was no tick marks. This is before the move. The image, your image is after the move. The object after it has moved. It's new location, okay? This is your new location. What does that look like, Ms. Reyes? How do I know the difference? Because on this, the letters have a little tick mark in the corner. And the tick mark will indicate how many times it's moved. So if it only has one tick mark, that means this object has only moved one time. If it has 2 tick marks, that means this object has moved 2 times. However many tick marks are in the corner of that point, that's how many times that object has moved. Okay, that's how many transformations were formed. All right. So pre-image, before, like the pre-test is before. Image is after the move. It's the new location. Your pre-image has no tick marks. Your image has tick marks. Any questions about that? Okay. So now we're going to move these objects. Let's look at number 1. Are you still writing, baby? Anybody still writing? Okay. All right. So let's look at number 1. It says, translation, it says 1 unit left. That's what this translation is. So we're going to take each of these points and move it over 1 time to the left. This right here, you notice that there are no tick marks here? This is my pre-image. This is before the move. Please label this as pre-image before the move. This is before the move. There are no tick marks. There are no little slashes in the corner of those letters. That is before the move. Now we're getting ready to move it. We're going to take all of these ordered pairs and move it over 1 unit to the left. So watch how I do this, and then you can do it. You see X? I'm going to move X over 1 unit to the left. So this is 1 time this way. So now this is my new location for X. So this is going to be X with a tick mark. How do I say X with a tick mark? I say it as X prime. Every time you see a tick mark, that's prime. So if I have 2 tick marks, I say X prime prime. So however many tick marks I have, that's how many times I say prime. Yes. You wouldn't move it 20 times. You just start on another graph. Because can you imagine trying to move it 20 times on the same graph? Yeah, you probably have to move it is 3 to 4 times. Okay, but that's still a lot, right? So, yeah, but it wouldn't be 20. But if it was 20, you would say prime that many times. That's crazy. All right, so G, you move over 1 time to the left. So go over 1 to the left. That's G right here. My new location for G is here. This is G prime. My U, please look at my U. It's right here. I'm going to move it 1 time to the left. Boom. This is U prime. That's the new location for U. My Q, I'm going to move it 1 time to the left. This is Q prime. And now I'm going to connect the dots of my new ordered pairs. And as you can see, the shape of the object is still the same. The shape of the object is still the same, okay? But you just move it. You moved it 1 time to the left. So what is this called? If the before is the pre-image, the after is called the what? Yes, the image. Okay, so we got pre-image is before, image is after. Any questions about this? Y'all okay? Raise your hand if you think it's okay. Okay. All right. Let's look at number 2. Anybody still working on number 1? So let's do the translation for 2. Okay. This translation is having us move the object 1 unit to the right, and then you're going to move it 2 units down. Okay. So you're going to move each of the points 1 unit to the right and 2 units down. These have no tick marks on it. This is my pre-image before the move. My before. So let's do the after. Let's figure out where it lands. So let's do T first. I'm going to move 1 unit to the right, 1 time to the right, and 2 units down. 1, 2. This is my new location for T. This is T prime. Yes, baby.
Will the pre-image always be on the outside?
No, the pre-image can be anywhere.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, babe. The B, sorry, that's not B, is it? That's E. Sorry, y'all. So we're going to move 1 unit to the right, 1 to the right, and 2 units down. 1, 2. This is my new location for E. I hope you feel better, okay? I is right here. Okay, let me pause for the calls just in case. Is everybody okay? We're going over to the right 1 and then down 1 and 2. Okay, so let's do I. This is I. Looks like an I. Go 1 unit to the right, 1 to the right, and down 1, 2. This is my new location for I. This is I prime. This sheet right here, baby. This, I have this. Did you get this? And then watch the video online, okay? All right. After the move, and I hope you feel better. So get some rest, okay? I hope you feel better. After the move, it's called your what? Your image. After the move, it's called your image. Pre-image is before. After is image. How we feel? Thumbs up, I'm good. Sideways, I'm a little unsure. Sideways, okay. Up, okay. Sideways, up. You don't know which one you want. What about you? You can put it right there. Thank you, babe. Okay. All right. So let's look at it. What do you think? You're up, up. What about you, babe? This. Sideways, sideways. All right. So we're going to do some more, okay? All right. Let's look at number 3. Okay. Did everybody get number 2? All right. So now this is your job. For those of you where your thumb was sideways and you was a little unsure. Your job is to stop me where you get lost. Okay? That's your job.
And I guarantee, don't feel like you're being singled out by that, because I guarantee you, if you're sitting there with that question,
Somebody else
are asking the same question, and everybody's too embarrassed
Okay.
to ask. But math is hard, okay?
It's challenging. I want to say challenging. I don't want to say it's hard because that seems negative. You know what I mean? It's challenging.
Math, yes, and math
I'm messing with her.
upon every concept builds upon the previous.
Is somebody at the door? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, baby.
On the previous one, so if you struggle with one, make sure you get help with that so that we can help you progress.
No, okay. I'm hearing stuff. I'm sorry. All right, so let's do this one. Let's do because we got a little time left. Okay. Stop me, please. I'm going to pause a little bit more than I did before because I really need you to understand. This object right here, is it called the pre-image or the image?
Wait.
Yes. What's this object right here called? Is it the pre-image or the image? And it is the pre-image. How does he know that this is the pre-image? Yes. Because it's no tick mark. So this is where it started. Yes, baby.
So if it's just like that, anytime we're doing something and it's like that, that means it's a pre-image?
Yes.
Okay, every time.
Every time. No tick marks, it's the pre-image. So this is your pre-image, okay? All right, so now we're going to move it so we can figure out what the image is after the move. Okay, so it says 3 units to the right. So that means you're going to move every single point over 3 times, and that's it. Because that's all the directions it gives you. Any questions about what I said? So you're going to take 1 point at a time and move it 3 to the right. Watch me do this one right here at T. I go over. Look at how I count. 1, 2, 3. This is my new location for T. This is going to be T with 1 tick mark. How do I say T with a tick mark? I say T what?
Prime.
T prime. Very good. Okay. It moved 1 time. We're only doing 1 translation. All right. Let's do Y. Y is right here. I'm going to move it over 3 units to the right. Look at me count. 1, 2, 3. What letter is that? Y, right? Y. I put a tick mark because I moved it. How do I say Y with a tick mark?
Y prime.
Y prime. Okay. Now I'm going to do M. 3 units to the right. Look at how I count. 1, 2, and 3. This is M with a tick mark because I moved it. How do I say M with a tick mark?
M prime.
M prime. Good job. And Q. I move Q over 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. This is now Q prime. So now I'm going to connect my new ordered pairs. Okay? Now, where it moved is called the what? Image. Good job. Where it moved is called the image. Any questions about that? I don't hear any questions. Okay, so let's do again. Thumbs up. I get it, Miss Reyes. Sideways, I'm still confused. Okay, be honest with Miss Reyes. It's okay. All right, good deal, good deal, good deal. Isaiah, what about you, baby? Thumbs here or okay, good deal. You said this? Okay. All right, let's do number 4. Is anybody still copying number 3? Okay, let's do 4. Number 4 looks like this. Okay. 1 unit to the right, 2 units down. 1 unit to the right, 2 units down. That's what we're going to do. Okay. This is my pre-image. Why is this my pre-image? Because there's no what? Tick marks. That means it has not moved. Any questions about that? Okay, good deal. All right, so now I'm going to move each of these ordered pairs 1 to the right and 2 down. 1 to the right and 2 down. So let's start with E. I'm going to go 1 to the right. You see that? And then I'm going to go 2, 1, 2 down. My new location for E is right here. This is one translation. Okay. I'm going to do W. Same way. I'm going to move 1 to the right, 1 to the right, and 2 down. 1, 2 down. This is W prime. Okay. This is a W prime. Now I'm going to do G. I'm going to move G. 1 unit to the right and 2 units down. 1, 2 down. This is now G prime. So now I'm going to connect the new location for these ordered pairs. Where it has moved to, what is that called? The image. Is there anybody that's lost? Okay. All right, so this is what I'm going to do. We're just going to do 5 and 6. I'm going to do 5, and I want you to do 6 on your own. Okay, so just watch Miss Reyes, write it down. If it's easier for you to watch me and then write, do that. Okay? All right, so we're going to graph the ordered pairs first. We're going to graph. They didn't graph they weren't nice enough to graph it for us this time, right? So let's graph this. It's where your graphing skills come in handy. So I'm going to make the X and Y axis darker. It's the Y axis, this the X axis. So I can see it. You know what I mean? I need to see it. So I'm going to graph U. Look at how Miss Reyes graphs U. I start here. X is -3. So I go to the left. 1, 2, 3. Y is -4. So I go down. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is my starting location for you. No tick marks. This is where you started. Any questions about how I graph? And we worked on graphing last week. Go back to the origin. Let's graph -1 and -1. So I go to the left 1 time, and I go down once. So this is M. This is where M has started. Okay? Now I do L. -2 and -5. So I go over, 1, 2, and down, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This is L. So I got a little triangle. You see that? Yes.
If we understand it, can we go ahead and do 6?
Absolutely. So I mark this as my pre-image because that's before the move. So now all I'm doing is I'm going 5 units up. So I'm going to take each of those points and I'm going to move it 5 units up. Okay? So let's do it. We got M, go up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is my new location for M. So this is M prime. I'm going to take L and I'm going to go 5 units up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is L prime. 1 tick mark because all we did was just do one translation. U, I'm going to go up 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is U prime. I'm going to connect my points. And so I can physically see all I did was just slide that object up. What's this object called with the tick marks? What is it called? My what? Somebody.
Prime.
Well, these letters are prime, but this is my image. Good job. It's after the move. Okay? Any questions about number 5? I want you to do number 6 on your own, okay? I want you to do number 6 on your own. Yes. No. It's almost time to go. We can't go to the restroom 10 minutes prior to. Okay, baby? Yes. Not today. All right, so tomorrow, let me show you what we're going to do tomorrow. Tomorrow, you are going online. I'm going to show you how to do these. Do you see that? Circle those. I'm going to show you how to do this online tomorrow. Then tomorrow also, this is going to be the worksheet that we work online tomorrow. It's going to be this one. Is this just one-sided? This is going to be the worksheet that we work online tomorrow, okay? Looks like this. All right? This is what you'll do tomorrow. I'm going to go ahead and give this to you in advance just in case there's no sub. You'll already have this sheet. Any questions about what we're doing tomorrow when I'm absent? And there's a video that will show you how to do this, so you need to watch the video. Bring your headphones and your laptop tomorrow. This is the work for tomorrow, okay? Are y'all okay? We good? If you have questions, you can always text me. I probably won't be available to the evening part because I have a procedure tomorrow. Okay? So I won't be available to the evening. But you can still text me because as soon as I get your message, I'll respond. Y'all feel okay about it or no?
Yes.
That's all right.
Yeah. Roll one, you go ahead and exit. Get one back. Put it in your folder, Calvin. Row 2 can exit, please.